Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at David Gilmour, a track off his new album, Luck and Strange. It's the title track, as a matter of fact. By the way, I have the album right here. Decided to go with the CD. Vinyl is just too expensive these days, so I've reverted to CD for a while. See if maybe the prices come down again. Anyway, it's a very nice package. Has all the lyrics in here. The thing that I like about the Luck and Strange track is that it features Richard Wright. It was actually a song that came out of a jam from 2007. We have footage of Richard Wright playing this song, which is kind of an amazing thing, considering he passed away in 2008. And also, as a bonus track at the end, they have what they call the original Barn Jam, still called Luck and Strange, but I think it's about 14 minutes long. It's the original jam, whereas this song got chopped down to about 7 minutes, and there were some bridges put in and things like that to help round out the song part. So I thought it would be fun to take a look at this. I really love this new album. I like David Gilmour's solo work anyway. I like this just as much as On an Island, which is another stellar release of his from about 18 years ago. Yeah, definitely. If you're curious, listen to it on Spotify or YouTube. See what you think. Maybe pick it up. I definitely recommend it. But I have never seen this video, and I'd really like to check it out, especially considering Richard is in there. And maybe he's listening with us because there's a thunderstorm going on right now. If you happen to hear thunder, it might be on the record or it might not. I'm going to see if I can at least mute my microphone while we play this. So, of course, this album did just come out, in case you were curious. It's been out for 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and check this video out, and you can decide for yourself. All right, here we go.
Snake in my peripheral, mesmerize me, bring it on. Heartbeats with fear here in the theater of my soul. You see, I hope it will go on and on, and when mob, happy street, free milk for us all. It was the right place to be sure. Those dreaming spires and yeah, oh so pastoral. But let's hope it's not just luck and strange. Dark thought in the dark. Seek what you won't find. expanding universe. It was a high time to be sure, soaring and free from the bounds of the earth. But let's hope it's not just luck and strange, a one-off peaceful golden age. There's a dark thought in the dark.
Boy, it's really great hearing those two guys working together again. Kind of spooky. And it's interesting seeing Dave Gilmour in his own video as two very different ages. First one, he's roughly 60 years old, maybe 61. And today, of course, he is 78. I mean, that's pretty significant. You know, those are different stations in life. I like the song a lot. You may have noticed that there was a backing vocalist in there who was actually his daughter. Her name is Romani. And she also sings on a song, Between 2 Points, that's on here. Dave said that the lyrics seem more suited to a woman singing them rather than him, so she sang it. She did a very nice job. She looks a lot like him too, which is another one of those things you look at and you go, oh, okay. Time has passed, I guess. If you're familiar with any of David Gilmour's solo work from this particular millennium, which now amounts to 3 albums, 3 really stellar albums, and also some really good live albums for what that's worth, let me know. Let me know what your favorite stuff is that he's put out. And, of course, he had a couple of solo albums back in 1978 and 1984. He had his self-titled David Gilmour, which is the most conventional Pink Floyd-sounding album of his solo albums, I would say. And then About Face, which sounded more like a 1980s slight makeover, perhaps. It was really aimed to the market to see if he could establish himself as a solo artist at that point, because it didn't look good for Pink Floyd, having had Final Cut come out and everything that happened during those sessions, and of course The Wall as well, with Richard Wright being ejected and everybody just being kind of disgruntled, after basically working for Roger Waters in a very bad situation. So anyway, they came out of all of that. As we know, the rest is history. They put out Momentary Lapse of Reason and Division Bell, and then later on The River, or The Endless River, which is really just outtakes, ethereal outtakes, I guess, put together from Division Bell. But I'll tell you, Dave Gilmour's 3 albums of the last 20 years, On an Island, Rattle That Lock, and Luck and Strange, are all worth your time. Luck and Strange might even be my favorite. I'm not sure yet. On an Island is pretty good. I feel like I have a deep personal connection with this music, that David Gilmour makes. It just sounds like years past. It's got that Pink Floyd thread in it, especially with Rick Wright standing there. By the way, this is the only track he's on, which would make sense. It's kind of a miracle that he's on this one, frankly. Again, check out the album if you haven't. If you have, let me know what you think of that album. Let me know if you're going to go see any tour that comes around. I know there's not a whole lot of dates this time. It sounds like maybe in America he's only going to stick with the big cities and just a few shows. And hey, the man is, 78 years old, so I forgive him. It's nice that he's going out at all. I just hope we get some good video and audio from it. And with that, if you have any suggestions, please leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please consider subscribing. All right? Love doing this. It's too much fun. Would love to have you along for the ride. Okay? I will talk to you soon, folks. Take care.